They should make that sound. If they make that up, if they don't, then we go to be live. I hate to live live, but
Shalom, shalom. The real Hebrew Israelites of Louisiana Saints camp coming back at you with another live lesson. Before we get started, I want to give all infinite honor and glory and praises to.
hold on. Are you ready?
Yahweh,
Hashem,
Hashem, double honor to the elders and apostles, great millstone, rule and teach well. Peace and blessing and salutation to the elect men who continue to put this gospel God the full on the earth. Shalom. All right. We're going into current events. All right. Prophecy is happening. Things are heating up. Okay, everywhere. The MOTB is on the table. Jacob's trouble. Martial law. That's already been happening. Okay. Uproars of the people. That's prophecy in the field. Okay. World War III. All right. That's on the horizon. All right. So he's going to roll with the prophecies, man. All right. That's all it's about. All right. Focusing on the prophecy. All right. Come on with it. Right?
Revelation 13 and 14, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast.
Yeah, what are these miracles, man? If you indulge in something delusional that's fake, get you to be deceived and believing in something that's not real, man. All right, this thing that's good, especially that's out here, have people in a trance that they actually think that it's real. Okay. It's all a part of Esau's agenda to set a narrative in front of the inhabitants to get them to do his work. Okay, I'm not going to get full in detail with it, but you get the picture. All right, go ahead.
Saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which has wound by a sword and did live.
Yeah, how do you make an image? Okay, you indulge yourself into what it is. Okay. If he says something, then you go do it. Okay? That's giving life into it. You're making it live. You have it on life support. All right? Here we are taking down the strongholds of what this devil is doing, and our people are giving it life, man. So
homeborn slaves.
Homeborn slaves.
Are slaves that were born in slavery.
Right.
You were born and bred to be a fucking slave.
Yeah.
And he had power to give life into the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, cause that as many as will not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
Yeah, so whoever is not fully indulge themselves into Esau's top agenda is going to come down with that great wrath, man. Okay? Yes, brothers will be martyrs. Okay? That's just what it is. But we're dying for Yahweh Bashim Yahweh's sake. The ones that are taking that thing, you're gonna die, okay, on that side with Esau in, and the Most High is gonna destroy you, okay. So choose whom this day you're gonna serve. All right, you can't serve two masters. You pick one or the other. It's either this or that. Go ahead, huh?
And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a charisma in their right hand or in their forehead.
That's right. And now the World Economic Forum is saying what? You want to fly, you want to travel, anything like that, you want to have a passport underneath the skin, the layer of your skin, man. And now they're doing the brain implants, man. Okay, the devil Elon Musk said that during the summer, and he said during the latter part of the year he was going to start testing it on humans. So now it's here.
It's going to call it digital certificate.
The dollar is let me get that too. The Edomite Jerome Powell of the Federal Reserve said he's going to start implementing the digital dollar as of right now, what they call CBDCs, central bank digital currencies. Okay, that's happening right now. So that paper dollar that you so-called tribes like to have, okay, that green dollar with this devil's face upon it, that's going to be depleted. They're going to intentionally crash the system to implement this digital dollar. Read out.
Backing up, Elder Pastor brought out a couple, I think like last year or something. He said China was going to be the first place to really initiate this e-system for so-called, man. And now you see in China, they got their own, how you say it, CBDC. Yeah, like that, man. They got their own thing. But what did they do? They got rid of the paper currency, but they also got rid of all the cryptocurrencies, man. Like the Bitcoin and all that shit. The only currency digital yuan. We just saying that's coming to America.
Right now, I mean, China, America, go China for the last time I checked. So whatever China, when you put it like this, if I'm in debt to my brother right here, he dictates what type of currency that I owe him in.
Yeah.
Period. I owe him.
Yeah.
I'm indebted to him. Okay? Trillions upon trillions upon trillions upon trillions upon trillions of fucking dollars.
Yeah.
So America has no choice but to go digital. That's what you owe. If the person you owe goes digital, you got to translate, convert to their currency. Period. You can't come on no Stone Age shit in this new age world talking about, look, man, I got two versions. I know I owe you $7,000, man, but I got two versions, man. You know, they ain't even touched puberty yet. That man gonna be looking at you like, what? Nigga, you owe me 7 racks. Nigga, I owe my $7 motherfucking $1,000.
I want the full balance, man.
So America has no choice but to convert to the same form of currency that they're debtors.
Yes.
The person, right? That's your debtors. Yeah, I be getting slow. That's your debtors.
Right. And that's why that Zephaniah 1:10 it said, and it shall come to pass. Meaning it will happen. It's happening right now before your very eyes. You over what? Well, how many trillions of dollars it is? Well, how much it is?
Tens of trillions.
Tens of trillions. Okay.
I could get it. Matter of fact, you hold up. No. I'm gonna get it. I mean, I had a precept, but I don't wanna. Yeah. I got a precept, but if he was finished, I could go ahead and bring his precept out. What a trick. All right.
Yeah, that was like years ago.
It's way.
But it's in the 20s of trillions. Let's say that.
Yeah. Way up there.
Man, $1 trillion is an untold amount of numbers.
Unfathomable right there.
Right, man.
So Revelation 13 and 17 is that no man might buy or sell save that he has the charisma or the name of the beast or the number of his name.
Right. Now you're not going to be able to buy or sell unless you have this small grant. Oh, and let me say this. Back on what the elder was saying. Okay, everything is going digital, so they're going to transfer that digitalization, if I'm saying that word correctly, into a small grain of rice. Okay, these numbers are going to be transferred to a small grain of rice, implemented with all your data underneath the fucking skin or in the forehead. It's already happening.
That technology is already done.
Yeah.
Esau needs y'all to go and get the jab.
Just go get it
before he can hit you with the Quran. That's the reason why he haven't fully implemented the Quran yet, because everybody haven't really got jabbed.
Right.
That's why he's pushing the population to go and get the primer. It's like when you paint. Before you apply the paint, you have to put the what? Primer. Or else the paint is just a waste.
Yeah.
When the heat hit that shit gonna bead up. When the water hit it, it's just gonna start peeling fucking off, man. And then you have to do all that shit over again. So the so-called jab.
Yeah. God,
the so-called jab is the primer. When you painters out there, before you put paint down, you have to do what?
Right.
You got to sand the vehicle down, of course put the primer on it, sand that bitch down, get all the little inconsistencies out, get everything smooth. That's what the so-called jab alert is, man. So what the brother just said, the Caragua, that bitch already here. That bitch been here. That technology 10 years old. We had another article older than 10 years. 92, yeah, over 20 years, almost 30 years ago, man. Okay? 30 years ago. So we always said like this, man. When the Karama comes out, that's the lawnmower that's cranking. Okay? Right now, putting all that in y'all.
Yeah. Priming down,
yeah, man. This is the primer stage.
Yep.
You can't crank, you can't paint without going through the primer process first, man. That's the only reason why the Karama ain't here Okay. Get the world's percentage of the jail, doc. World, yeah. How many motherfuckers have got jail?
Yeah.
You said jail. Jail done.
Yeah.
We be talking about boxing. Y'all know. Okay.
Drop your hands down.
All right. So, well, look at it. Those numbers, that and that kind of. Yeah. Half of the world's population, man, more than 3.64 billion people. Okay, you got 7 billion on the planet. How many said? 3. What?
3.64. That's more than that.
Okay, that's you round it up to 4 billion people.
More than that. Yeah.
So over half of the Earth's population is down. That's why Obama ain't out yet. Okay? When you go to the book of Revelations, it says that he want to take out, no, not the book of Revelations, the Georgia Guidestone.
Oh, yeah.
It tells you the exact amount of people that Esau wants to eliminate.
500 million.
Wants to be jailed. How many?
You want 6.5 billion people to be.
That's how many people. Yeah, but
Yeah.
we're going to say terminology. Okay.
Yeah.
It's the precursor that's going to lead to them 6.5 million motherfuckers now.
I got you.
Esau's goal is to get at least 6.5 million people jailed up.
You halfway there.
And how many? 3.6 billion.
Oh, hey, God, hey.
Hey, look, the Lord said before he reached 7 billion, the Lord gonna come
I was
back.
gonna say it.
Because the scripture said when he think that he reaches enterprise,
Joe,
or his belly is full, the Lord is gonna upset his ass. His belly is the belly full of enterprise, meaning reaching your goal. His goal is to get the entire world, except for the elite status, jailed.
Yeah, the world order.
That's why he ain't applied the paint yet. You know that red paint. Y'all know about that paint, them house painters and all that shit. The reason why he ain't applied that red paint yet is because he ain't put the target on y'all head yet, man. Go to your nearest hospital and get the target put on your head first. And I promise you, he ain't gonna miss you.
What was that?
Y'all brother got it.
And the first thing he's gonna do, first step is action. All right? Then he's gonna tell you to get it. After he tells you to get it, he's gonna put feet on the ground and come make you get it. All right? Because that's
the cause. It's a cause. It's to make you.
Yeah.
Like that.
Any resistance to not getting it will be trouble. That's how it comes, man.
Yeah. They don't work with each other. Beasts should be killed.
Yeah.
They gonna haul your ass out to these concentration camps. Martial law troops gonna hit the streets. They already doing martial law over there. What is that? Australia.
Basically,
Hey, if I may add, I read an article. It was from Canada, and it was saying how many millions of law enforcement officers walking off the job because they don't want to get jabbed up like Muhammad Ali. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, 1,400.
Come on, now just apply that to America's law enforcement, and they also their reserves. They have a lot of people that feel like that. So if America can't use those unjabbed up people, who are they going to use? They're going to turn to the blue hats, the UN, man. And like a lot of brothers are sharp as fuck, man. Brothers be posting videos showing all of these different UN convoys coming across the train tracks at certain parking lots. This goddamn devil has his ducks in a row, and he's just whatever. The Lord is just the Lord taking his time to do whatever he want to do. But this devil has his ducks in a row, and then he has ducks in a row through the Spirit. All right, this one you wanted. Whenever I got him over with. All right, Job 5:12. He disappointeth the devices of the crafty.
Yeah, what are Esau's devices? His agenda right here, man, to depopulate the society. Mainly you Israelites, man. He wants you out of here. You in the way. Beginning with the men of the Lord. Okay, it's gonna be civil unrest on the streets. Okay, you have uproars of the people everywhere. We have a shitload of Edomites saying, "What? Look, we're not complying to that right now." Okay, so if the agenda is set to, well, look, if you don't comply, you don't buy it. If you don't comply, you will not buy it. Because famine's going to hit. You have a supply or chain shortage right now.
And okay, it's not going away no time soon.
It ain't going away no time soon. We're into what they call a cold winter, a very fucking cold, dark ass winter, man.
I was talking to a boy working Walmart. She's a manager. I was like, man, why y'all shit? I said, stocked up. She said, oh, because a lot of the truckers quit. Said a lot of the truckers was
quit. You hear that from her, but they'll put that on CNN.
Yeah.
Like when it goes back into the scripture that brother bring out in Revelation 13, it speaks about the image of the beast. Well, guess what falls into the image of the beast? Media, the information that's put out there. Why they don't want y'all to know this? If America is just so open and they so loving and it's a Christian country, why do they cover so much things up? I haven't seen that on news one time, man. We have to get our news from outside of the country, man.
Alternative news.
It ain't alternative, it's just not America.
Yeah. Anything that's not in America, they want to keep you in that trap, man. Okay? Keep you in the back hole, so when this thing hits, you was already blind, so before it even happened.
He disappointed the devices of the crafty.
That's right, man. Read it out.
So that their hands cannot perform their enterprise.
Their enterprise, okay? And what's Esau's enterprise? This new world order, all right? A global currency, a whole digital dollar, all right? That the whole world can have, man. But these are the nations that don't want the reserve currency right now. China, Iran, Russia, okay? They say fuck the U.S. dollar. We're doing our own thing, man. All right? That's going to cause what? World War III. Whoa. Because these trade wars, things that are happening diplomatically, is going to lead to military conflict. All right? Go ahead, Al.
He taketh the wise in their own craftiness. And the counsel of the froward is carried headlong.
That's right. That means Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is pushing Esau to his own destruction. All right? He's hell bent on accomplishing this thing. Because he's seeing these people that's being jabbed right now. I can reach my goal right now. Okay? But it's not going to happen. It's going to tell you. Go ahead.
I can say something real quick.
Go ahead.
And when it says, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise, getting jabbed, that's part of the Lord's enterprise. The Lord wants certain things to happen. But it's a certain point in Esau's plan where it goes off script from what the Lord has. And that's where he has to jump in and be like, all right, now you're tripping me, devil. You was tripping the whole time because the Lord put you up to bring you down. So, right, what's going on right here, right now, 2/3 going on. The nations are getting into it with one another, especially the whore. That's part of the Lord's enterprise. The Lord is going to deviate you from your enterprise when you try to go too far and try to make this thing actually happen.
Yeah, and that's going too far. It's thinking you're going to touch the man of the Lord. Well, people say he's going to lift up a standard against your ass, Esau either. Okay? They're going to get spiritual power, man. We're gonna get that fame. We're getting it with the elders and the apostles. Okay, for a little short time. All right, go ahead,
Verse 14. They meet for darkness in the daytime and grope in the noonday as in the night.
Yep, and those secret meetings that they're having. Okay, right now, the Bilderbergs meeting that happened over there in Berlin, over there in Europe, secretly. Psalms 83 tells you that, man. They're coming up with waves. This shit has been already planned 25 years ago. But Esau got the memo from the Alahayim, which to call to say, well, look, let's get it going, man. Speed it up. You got a short time to rule this thing. Okay? The wicked has been revealed already. That's prophecy.
Yeah.
All right? Yeah. So you got a short time to get this new world order off the ground, man. Because the kingdom of heaven is at hand. All right? Yes, sir. Yes.
I had something else way early.
Job 20 and 22, it says, in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in strength. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. Right? Who was that talking about? Esau Edom, man. When he's thinking he's about to fulfill his new world order, that's when the hands of the wicked gonna come upon him. All the he's gonna want to push that button on him. All the people are gonna be uprising against him. Okay, and it says when he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him. When he's gonna fill his belly, when he think he's about to get everybody in the world chipped, that's when he's gonna be like, "Damn, I got it. It's the last thing I gotta do right here." But right as that's about to happen, what's gonna happen? Yeah, World War III. Lord gonna come out of the heaven and completely upset you.
Come on, bring it out.
Right? It shall rain it upon him while he is eating. While you trying to reap the benefits of the new world order, man.
Yeah. While you trying to reap your benefits, meaning you're gonna be already, food already eating, wiping your mouth and everything like that, and trying to sit back, kick your fucking feet up. Then you have everybody with the charagma, okay? You have people in concentration camps. That's prophecy right there. These are internment camps, okay, that they're building up. You had the governor over there in Tennessee said we're going to build these things, but they've already been built. You have 11 concentration camps down here in Louisiana alone. You got 300 over there in China. So the New World Order is going to be global. It's called a New World Order for a fucking reason. Not just over here in America. That's right, man. And let me say this: these are death camps, not just something that you can go in and just come right out of. These are death camps. They're going to have shipping stations inside of them. They're going to have juice stations inside of them. If you're picking up what I'm putting down.
And look, and if I may go on the play of words, New World Order. It's going to be a New World Order, but it's really going back to the old world, because these new ways that you people live in is the New World Order. The New World Order implemented ever since the fucking what? The 1500s, ever since the Renaissance period, man. We were taken to the old world order. Esau knows that the way that they live in is fucked up and it's so-called new. But his New World Order is basically
the OG world.
Hey, we want that OG world, man. We want that old thing back, like the musicians like to say. You understand?
New World Order started the first magazine 1 and 1.
Well, Alexander the Great.
What did they want to do? They wanted to Hellenize everybody. Yes. Bring everybody together under that Greek Hellenization. All right, so we go into that word Hellenism. The Hellenic, what does it mean? All nations that made what? Greek their tongue, their custom, and their culture. You know what I'm saying? That's that Tower of Babel. That's that New World Order. I was just about to say that wasn't the first New World Order. Yeah, there you go. No, not right.
Hey, that goes with the destruction. I got
the scripture. I got the scripture. Let's go straight into it.
And you can even go before that. Really, shit before the flood. Like, why would the Lord destroy that place? Obviously, the sons of God with all that power and living long like they were living,
and they were spending dealing with other people.
I mean, just imagine. I mean, how do you make sense of a world? Imagine if we had God-like knowledge, live almost 1,000 years, the average so-called Negro Latino American. And, but the Lord cast us off. Or whatever. You see what I'm saying? You see how fucked up the world be? All on the moon with. So that's when they go back to when the Lord say, in Genesis 10, the Tower of Babel, the Lord was like, let us confound that language. Right here. Because if we don't, nothing will be well back. So this after the flood, imagine before the flood, when they were more mighty.
Genesis 6.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Genesis 11 and 6. And the Lord said,
this after the flood. After the Lord broke the old world up. They advanced at a fast pace in the new, well, it's the ancient world, but compared to the world that Adam lived in, this is a new world. Look how fast they built this bitch up.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Genesis 11 and 6.
And that's just with the remnants of the people that were left behind from the first destruction, which is the first flood, right? Or the first death. Right? So imagine the world full of these motherfuckers. Look how fast it advanced with just a handful of them that survived. Go ahead.
Genesis 11 and 6. And the Lord said, behold, the people is one, and they have all one language.
So one means what? Unified up under what? One order. So when we say a new world order, that means the entire world is going to be forced to obey one order, one government, one body, one everything.
Right.
Or else.
Yeah.
There is no else.
Now you
Simple as that, man. Simple as that. All
God.
right. Okay, when you go in the book of Genesis, Adam was supposed to establish a new world order. He was supposed to let a serpent come and establish his order in his house. Adam was supposed to establish the original new world order that Yahweh the second Adam, is going to come when he come back with his marvelous appearance. That's right. Right? He's going to establish. But that's what Adam was originally put there for, to establish the one world government anyway. We were supposed to be upon us. When you go to the book of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, 1 to 14, that's us establishing a what? If we would please the Lord,
Yeah, we'd have been on top right now.
it would have been a new
It's our
world.
shit
It would have
right
been a
now.
one. I'm gonna say a one. It would have been a one world order right now. And we did what the Lord said. Now, let me ask y'all a question. Let me ask y'all a question. This in the Middle Ages or in the Dark Ages, did Israel have a one world order?
Don't they?
Yeah.
They was fighting against one another.
Yeah, exactly.
Crusade.
They were fighting against each other, man. Okay. So even though when you look at you had two, put it like this up. We're gonna use Esau. I'm gonna get right back to y'all, but we're gonna use Esau and we're gonna compare and contrast it to Jacob. America and Russia, translated to the Dark Ages, would have been ancient Europe in the Dark Ages and West Africa. Y'all get that? America and Russia are the two powers of the Edomites. Well, or do they agree? No. Well, the two superpowers of us in the Dark Ages, you had the Christians, and the what? And the Moors. Fighting against each other. The Moors came from those West African kings like Mansa Musa, Songhai, those. That's where all the Moors came from them kings. When they went up into Europe, they were fighting against their brothers.
And even like in the going toward the so-called Middle East, like Saladin and these all these was all jakes, man.
Now, let me say this though, but they sandwiched because prior to the Moors coming through Spain and Portugal, the Western Roman Empire had already failed, and the capital was established in the east, which they changed the capital to what? Constantinople. Okay, these were all Israelites. During that time, the Western half was conquered by the Moors. Over time, the Moors continuously conquered the Western half of Europe, and they eventually made it to where the Christian Israelites was there. And what did they do? Hey, folks, that's what the moving kingdom of heaven is about. What were they fighting over? Jerusalem. That's the whole point of Islam. Motherfuckers get into politics and religion to get that motherfucking land, man. That's how serious it was. They doing this now with that same analogy. Let's use what Esau. It's not Esau doing the same thing in this world. He's just on the left hand side. Russia is a superpower. America is a superpower. But they're not hand in hand, eye to eye with each other. You know? But they're both enemies of who? It's like that. We're never going to have a one world order until Yahweh Shai comes back. The only time we sat on the top of a one world order was up under Yahweh Shai the first time. His name was Yahweh Shai at that time. It was Solomon at the time. King David, he had to go and fight. That's why he wasn't able to go and build the temple because of the blood. Because he had to go shed blood. That's not a kingdom of peace. Yeah, we're winning the wars, but we got to go out there and get it in. We got to go fight. Why we got to fight? Because they're not bowing down to us. They're not listening to us. They're not afraid of us. So we got to go out there and make them do it. That's not a kingdom of peace. That's a powerful kingdom. That's a strong kingdom. That's a mighty force, but that's not what you call peace. Solomon reigned one earth, one body, the whole earth in peace. King Solomon. Yahweh Shai is going to be the only other man that ever do that. Well, it's the same person. But you see the parallels in the scriptures. Yahushua is the only one that the Lord allows as one king to govern the whole world on one accord. Everybody else that did it, they were broken up. King Saul, he had a problem. His problem was King David. Okay? So you can say, well, King Saul had it, but not King Saul didn't rule the world. When King David came into power, he ruled the world. He conquered all the nations, and Solomon just sat on the throne and ruled over all the motherfuckers for 40 years.
Saul had like fucking Philistines vexing him the whole time he was ruling.
Saul was getting vexed from within his own kingdom. That ain't peace. Not even the enemy.
I got your piece.
Y'all brothers.
I got one too. This was hand in hand what you were saying about your outside, the one world government. This is Matthew 28:18. And Yahushua came and spake to them, saying, all power is given unto me in heaven and in earth. All right?
All power. So when he's on the earth, we already know about the heavens. The heavens is in perfect order. But when you look at the earth, from our perspective, it's out of order. But from the spiritual perspective, it's going as according to prophecy. It's going exactly. So that means it's even though it's out of whack, it's still under the Lord's order because He put the prophecies out before it happened. So therefore, it's going as planned. It just don't seem like it to you. But who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you? All right.
And this going into what the elder was saying about the correlation making between King David and King Solomon or whatnot, and how Yahushua is going to be the ultimate one to rule in peace. When he come back this time, though, he's going to, I'm not going to say he's going to get his hand dirty, but he's going to beat the world into submission. But it's not going to be like a campaign. It's going to be an appearance, and that appearance is going to be so glorious, it's not going to be a fight. But he wants, I got the scripture. I got it out. It's cool. It's cool. I'll be trying to just get a little scripture, a little intro. 2 Corinthians 16 and 11. The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence. And this is talking about when he comes back. All right? He doesn't have to do any of these things, to be honest. Just his appearance, according to second Esdras, was enough to make the armies of the world give up, submit, and be like, you know what? You got that. But he wanted, he willed it for them to come fight him, man. He wanted to get dirty. He wants blood to be spilled. And I know why. Not just that. He left us behind, right? Well, he didn't leave us behind because the production was always here. But when he went to go prepare that place for us, his blood was still left behind as a victim, and his brothers were still back here getting victimized. So he like, because I show up.
Well, the place, ultimately, you on it, Yahushua already prepared that place for us. See what I'm saying? That place had already been prepared for us from the beginning, but we were saying, well, I go to prepare. Meaning he had to go and do certain prophecies, right? In order to pave the way so that we can go freely into that kingdom.
Yeah, because and in Genesis, when you say everything was good,
it was all done. When he rested on the 7,000 year, ain't nothing else but no, it ain't got nothing to do. I'm just elaborating and to the point. That's all.
And that's just going back to like, all right, look, we have to use certain examples so people can understand. Like, let's just say me and this brother, or me and this brother, whoever, but let's say we biological brothers and we work together, all right? Let's say I went to the park by myself and 3 guys jumped me. They jumped me and they whooped my ass, and I came back and told my brothers, and we came back 4 deep. And when we came back 4 deep, and they saw the presence of the power, they were like, you know what?
Situation literally before.
We
literally been in that situation before.
Yeah.
Literally. Go ahead.
So when they come back and they show that power and they show that unification, and those 3 guys be like, you know what? Y'all got it. The fuck y'all, we don't want to fight.
That's how it went, but we had a wicked nigga above.
Yeah.
No, I'm just begging you up.
I'm talking spiritual. I got
you spiritually describing something.
All right, so when the Lord comes and he pulls up, it says, 20,000 chariots. And that's going into millions and millions and millions because millions didn't exist back then. The armies and the powers that be in this world are going to see the Lord. And they're going to be like, we good. You got it. The Lord will be like, I should have been had it if that's the case. You know what? They don't want to fight. Gabriel, make them fight. Make them want to fight. Make them go off. All right? And that's what they're going to do. So the Lord is basically like, I don't have to. You only reason you giving up because you're taking the coward way out. And I made some promises to my motherfucking brothers. Blood is going to be shed. Recompense is going to be dealt. And they're going to see their enemies have that paradigm shift. So it has to happen, man. You understand? We don't want to, man, fuck that white flag, man. That white flag don't mean shit, man. You heard me? We don't want peace. We want peace with each other, man. We don't want peace with y'all. We want y'all at peace, man.
How was I saying that? He said, I come not to bring peace, but with a sword, man. It's a man of straight walk.
Hey, the Lord is coming to kill. Yahushua is coming to bring death.
The slain of the Lord shall be many.
So what do you think the spirit of Yahushua that receives is going to bring? He's putting his elect men in that same mindset. That's what he means, being like in peace. The Lord is telling his people, look, y'all stupid motherfuckers are in slavery by your enemies. And in order for me to come save y'all, you got to get motherfucking ass out here. You niggas need to wake the fuck up, get your head on this goddamn ass, and them uncles, the motherfucking coons in your family, fuck them too. That don't sound like peace. That sound like the sword. That's all big brother telling you. Go ahead, huh? Common sense.
Psalms 9 and 12. When he make an inquisition for blood, he remembers them.
Right, man.
He ain't letting it slide.
It's personal.
I got one.
Well, the scriptures also said in Ecclesiastes, the Lord requires that which is past.
Yes.
So the past is a must. What you did in the past, ain't no such thing as letting bygones be bygones according to the Bible. The past has to be required. The Lord requires the past.
Do it all over again, man. Oh, and back that up, is that Yahushua left on the Mount of Olives? He's going to come back at that same spot. So if he did something violently back then, he's going to do it all over again. The Most High change if not. Malachi 3 and 6, man. You got it, Lot.
Right, when he make an inquisition for blood, he remembers them. And he forget them not to cry to humble. What is the cry to humble? Those are the saints. What's
right now.
And what's the faith?
Crying and sighing for the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
Secret 9.
And the faith of the patient of the saints, that's the humble. They
want bloodshed.
Yeah, they want blood.
Justice.
Yes.
Okay. There's no justice. Dealing with what happened to the nation of Israel, there can be no peace. It has to be the sword, man. And not on top of what our enemies done to us, but what you fucking 2/3 have done to the Lord, and what you have done to the men of the Lord. There can be no peace. That's what Yahushua saying. I'm not coming to bring all you motherfuckers together and make the world this. Nah, this bitch gonna get filthy out here. Okay?
Hey, I'm gonna say this. They got a movie called Shadows. Y'all saw that movie Shadows?
Yeah, with them dicks.
Yeah. Did y'all see at the end when he went to old boy house? That little black motherfucker that looked like Boosie. He said, Biggs, you're going too far, Bob.
Oh, you talking about
He did too.
Yeah, Ranks.
Right.
Louis Ranks. Yeah.
He told me, he said, you've gone too far. So the Lord is telling Esau, because no other nation getting destroyed. The Lord is basically saying, Esau, you went too fucking far, bro. You went too fucking far. You got that scripture that said, you forgot your brotherly covenant when they was coming out one way, running from it. You was waiting on them. You went too fucking far. I got a real quick one. Psalms 137 and 7. And it says, you got to remember, it said, remember blood. Right. Right. Remember, oh Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem. Who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof. Yeah, you got it.
And destroy it to the foundation. What is the most, what did it say? Remember that old song? Broken down to the very last compound.
Denominator.
When you break something down to its last, what all you got left? Nothing. You fucking mind. That's all you got. You took everything from man physically, right? Yeah. You took everything from him emotionally, right? His kids, his woman. The man don't have nothing but his mind left. And who he particularly is. Esau, you have taken that. That's why I say raise it to the foundation thereof. That's spiritually speaking. That's Psalms 83. So that the name of Israel be no more in remembrance. That's what that scripture is saying. Destroy it to the foundation thereof. That's not just talking about heat stone, burning shit down. You wanted to destroy the people, the mindset, the spirit, the identity, the culture. That's why you're doing what you're doing right now. Go ahead.
Oh, daughter of Babylon, who ought to be destroyed.
Oh, the Lord already got your ass. So that's why I call you the son of perdition.
Yeah, destruction.
Okay. Y'all look at it.
Right, bro. Hey, like that movie Light. The Jake Ray Gibson, he was saying, you know, these motherfuckers beat me down to my socks.
Come on,
He saw
that's his foundation.
He beat us down to our socks. We don't have nothing but this truth, man. That's all we have to rely on, man. All right? That's sword, man. Go ahead,
Hey, let me add on to this. This is a precept about the Edomites. It's in Psalms 137, where they said race and race. This is when they did it in history. This is first.
Brotherly come,
This first. No, you see when the Babylonians took us down.
Yeah, that's a literal historical event. They bring it up.
The Babylonians weren't gonna burn the city down. They were just taking us into captivity.
And then on top of that, Edomites was helping.
Yeah, here we go right here.
you know, and they didn't have to.
And they didn't have to.
They didn't have shit to do with it.
No, I can.
This is first Ezra 4:45.
Esau was like, I want that fucking blessing.
Yeah.
Off that.
Now also has vowed to build a temple, which the Edomites burnt when Judea was made desolate by the Chaldeans. So when the Chaldeans, when the Babylonians came, they were just taking us out the fucking country.
Hey,
But the Edomites came behind them and say, fuck that. Let's burn this bitch down.
Wow. Yeah, because the Edomites raised know what's up. The Babylonians didn't know. You know what I'm saying? The Edomites were like, that's my fucking temple.
Yeah. Real back up real quick.
The Babylonians were about to tear the temple down. Look, because in the previous verse, they just took the gold out of it. They took the gold. They raped it. They were just about raping us and getting money off of us.
Like normal people do.
Yeah.
Like when you have a homicide and somebody gets shot like 2 or 3 times, it's just a homicide. Like when you're looking at the first 48 and you see like 30 fucking headshots, the homicide detective be like, okay, this is personal, and that's what it goes with Esau and Jacob.
Right, bro. Man, look, we're gonna show y'all kind of bitch ass game Esau was playing back then, bagging out what the brother said. We're gonna actually take it up. And this, they still do it to this day. All right, go ahead. Yeah, go to like 2 verses before.
All right,
And then go to
15, it says, for a while you will abide with me, but if thou begin to
So
fall,
wait. When you go into the history, Edomites abided with Israelites.
Hey, because you had the Edomites at the temple. He was working for Israelites.
But Joel, he was actually an Israelite.
Yeah, you're right.
But what I'm saying,
but still,
the point I'm making, historically speaking, it was a common thing to see Edomites in the region of what we call Israel at that time.
They were.
See what I'm saying? They was there. I mean, when you look at Mount Sinai, Petra, that's in the Middle East, right outside of Yasha'Allah, man.
So the king,
Okay. So we can't deny that. The bitches was there. So read that again.
Rock 12,
This is what the Lord talking about. Petra, Mount Seir. Not Sinai, but Seir. And it's a lock into the eye, because I said it too. But Mount Seir, that's on me, because I said it too. Go ahead.
It's around 12 and 15, it says, for a while he will abide with thee, but if thou begin to fall, he will not tarry.
That's what happened. Did Clark just say that, right? The Babylonians was taking us down. What the so-called white man does? Wait.
It says, an enemy speaking squeezing with his lips, but in his heart he imagined how to throw thee into a pit.
So when the Babylonians was throwing us down, he saw like, the motherfucking niggas. Yeah. You know what? This time, Zachary, we're gonna keep those motherfuckers down. Go ahead.
He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity,
Which was when the Babylonians came. That was the opportunity. We did go.
Write that bitch down.
he will not be satisfied with blood.
All right. We got blood. Dick.
That's precept, yo.
Right? It said, slowly, if adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first.
And wait. The adversity came from Babylon. And who was there saying, destroy. Raise to the foundation. Raise it to the foundation. That's the same thing. To the foundation thereof.
And history tell it when they came and we was running from Babylon, that they was catching us and giving us to Babylon.
All right, when we came out of Egypt, Edomites they want to press the motherfucking land. We had to fight them bitches like out of slavery. We had to fight them bitches, man. Okay. You are the devil that the Bible speaks of. .com.
And though he pretends to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee.
Hey, that's why he giving y'all that jail. It's not he pretending like he helping you stupid motherfuckers out there.
Since when has he tried to give anybody?
But what is he really doing?
Helping himself.
You priming your ass, man.
Shit inside you that's gonna react to that motherfucking yeah with the yeah.
Understand me?
That those trois cats sank, which is 5 in French. That's Saint G. I hope they can't do it without us. All those podcasts. Saint G. Yeah. Well, G is obviously the Saint Roger. There's 5G in front of us. Yeah.
I know him on there and have a fucking French message in that goddamn Google fucking
Yeah.
account. I know that's the fact. I'm gonna be the translate. I'm talking about the strike. He saw that bitch with the strike.
He saw you. You don't have one speaking in French on your stupid ass, baby. And they're gonna say, delete it. Violation.
Hey, what the hell that bitch?
We got A in French, though.
You know what the fuck that bitch said? Something strike.
Hey, we got that's what your ass do. Come on, I go over to right now. With this.
You said translate other languages, huh? You ever see them trying to translate out with? You ever see them trying to translate? Come up, man. The only language under the sun that cannot be translated is Google engine, man. Yeah, but it's so.
Hey, when you say shalom, it does say shalom. Yeah, how about you, my? Oh, that must say all
kind of shit, bro.
Sometimes it comes back verbatim. Like when you press translate, it just come back verbatim. They cannot translate it. I got the raise it. And this precept I'm bringing up, it can be applied to right man, all man. In the original context, I'm sure, but it can be applied either way. Sirach 1 and 23. A patient man would tear for a time. And that's what Esau was doing during the Babylonian times that when we were trying to come up out of that place, all right? Esau was doing him. He didn't have the power to come and intervene on either side. So he just teared for a time, all right?
Yeah, even before that, there's the time of Job, when all the nations, it wasn't just Israel, all the nations ran him up in the thing. See what I'm saying? So he was tearing that whole time.
And that's one thing that being a patient man.
Well, the time of Job, but during the time of Job, he wasn't called Edomite. He was just the wicked. He was that group of people that came to Adam and Eve, basically. You know what I'm saying?
The same people that in Genesis the 3rd chapter.
Put it like this: when the flood came, the spirits that inhabited the sons of the wicked, they had to be reincarnated, right? So they came back as what? Edomites. We came like the Israelites. Before Jacob was on the world, all the spirits that the Israelites had to be on the motherfucking earth. But they were called the sons of God. Right. Okay. But we still here today. We have a name now. Back then we had a name. We just don't know what you know. Well, son of God, yeah, Josh.
You know, I mean, ain't your daddy the king? Ain't you his son? There you go. What? He ain't like it became official. It became official when it was turned. Yeah.
A lot some call us Anunnaki. And y'all gotta remember too. I ain't gonna go too much in that. Y'all gotta remember too. Where did Abraham come from? Before the Most High started dealing with Abraham, where did he come from? The what? Abraham? Like who? No. Abraham.
I'm talking, right?
I'm tripping. Like my brothers in Memphis say, the land of Ur, not A-R, but U-R. I say Ur. You say Ur, some other language. But nevertheless, it is in ancient Samaria, but summer. S-U-M-E-R. Say Sumer. So like, it's ancient Sumer, which was you call the not the Sumerians, but the Sumerians, which was his whole Anunnaki, reptilian, the Gilgamesh, and the land somewhere though. All of these stories that you find in the Bible, the stories in the Bible. All you fucking black psychologists and y'all right. The stories that's in the Bible, they actually predate the actual book that we got. But you gotta remember, Abraham was a citizen of ancient Sumer. So Abraham knew about the Anunnaki. The Gilgamesh was common knowledge amongst the earth. Everybody knew about the fucking blood, whether you was a son of God or a heathen. Still affected by a fucking worldwide flood. Is CNN gonna report the news exactly the same way Fox gonna do it? No. Is Fox gonna report news the exact same way? No. Al Jazeera do it. Or BBC gonna do it. Fucking heathen. So the Sumerians are not gonna report a historical catastrophe the exact same way an Israelite is gonna do it. But nevertheless, it's the same event. You got heathens explaining their way. You got children of the Most High, y'all explaining it from our perspective. At the end of the day, the Lord don't give a fuck about the perspective, but I have to point out the fact that all of that shit back up the evidence that the Bible presents. History. They use Sumerian tablets and all that bullshit to try to debunk the Bible. Reality and proves the Bible. And all y'all brothers got to do is remember what Abraham was a part of Sumerians. Learn how to walk, talk. He was the same. So he was swear. He knew those ways of that shit, man. Yeah, they was all fucking paid. They were all paid and they going to fuck. The Lord called him a Sumerian into the marvelous light. The Lord called us out of modern. Same thing with Abraham. Was around Greek, ancient ass technology. Like, just imagine the level on it. I did. For some reason, like this couple weeks for the around this. Oh no, that's for everybody. Y'all been looking at everybody for Sammy shit. Well, I said I was trying to.
But they came on the comment board ain't said.
No, he's right though. It's a little more sloppy than what it from the quality wise. But go ahead. I really got it. I just wanted to throw that in, man, for all you motherfuckers that try to say the Bible copied all the words from Egypt and some Sumerians and all that shit like that. Everyone was citizen of Samaria. Then when he met his wife, they let him went to fucking Egypt. And Israel was birthed, including Moses, was birthed out of ancient Egypt. All right, y'all got it. You'll take it somewhere else with it, but
God, I.
Number 3:15, sanctified.
Look, this one I was in Ecclesiastes. This is the one I had. Going back, Esau. Put our feet. All right. A patient man was here for a time, and he did, right? Waited, and he was just waiting for Yasharala to slip up. And afterward, joy shall spring up unto him. When he saw the Israelite fall, when he saw the Babylonians win us out of there, he was like, fuck that shit, man. They escaping. Let's go cut them off. Help the Babylonians. The Babylonians need help. That goes back to that perpetual hatred. And remember he said that in Genesis, I want to say the 38th chapter, 38:41. He was like, the days of my father, the days of one of my father are at hand. Then shall I slay my brother Jacob. And that's a perpetual mind frame that this nation has had since then, all right? Verse 24. And this doctor, he will hide his words for a time. Shut the fuck. Something that Eve can do. Something emotional Jakes do. And the lips of many shall declare his wisdom. And the wisdom of the world is declared by meditation. You heard me? People like the things that we are bringing out. All right? We're bringing out the truth. A small sanctuary looking for us. And verse 24, actually, because I didn't realize he hid his words for a short time, they have nothing to do with bringing out. But when the lips of many shall declare wisdom, it can still be out there. When we say something and it's the truth, it doesn't get blown up. It doesn't get put on the spotlight. He said the same thing. Then it gets validated. All right? But we don't care about validation. We care about one another.
yeah, they got it. According to 1 Corinthians, the 6th chapter, y'all gonna have to be validated by us. We should. That
falls up the fire for to make the hate.
It does. And it makes you a better judge.
Yeah, the brother just said, the live shouting. I'm gonna let y'all know I can they can win with the Wi-Fi for a few weeks, man. Let y'all brothers know. So y'all can if my brother goes his word, I'm with us. I'm go to the weather. Come with me. Impatient like a woman.
Oh man. It's Matthew 11:2. It says that from the days of John the Baptist until now, the kingdom of heaven is violence. And violence taken by force. What happened in 70 AD, people type their speech and Tiberius came in.
Hey, come on. So like the water. The boy say, as long as the sound good, we good.
Oh, that's it.
I like that attitude. But hey, it is good to know that shit chopping. You know, they let us know what's going on. They say they can hear us. They can hear us, man.
Hear us, man. Everybody say like you are the brother. Alright? Say it again. Back it up. Say, Lord, thine eyes shall see thy teachers and going to hear a voice behind thee. So you see, you hear the voice. The tree may be chopping thing like that, long as the words getting out and it's okay? Or you understand it? Okay, the spirit dealing with you. Be fine. Fucking fine. All right? So it says,
you got brothers that can't read, understand too.
They dig over.
Brothers that's blind that came into the truth. Like I'm talking about y'all, the brother, Barack, you know, he ain't no brother. But they got them out there, though. Right?
Yeah.
So I mean, you know, messed up quality over good sound now, but good sound messed up quality. When it comes to this word,
Hey,
I take that.
like that Jake over there in the Philippines, who teaching the truth to the Heavenly Father and the Son. His videos are pure quality. But they can't understand the language. We understood what? The Lashawan Kadash. When he said, how much should be outside?
I say the video quality is low. But you can understand the
How about she coming shot? Stop.
Like,
I'm crazy.
She gonna work out like a man. She gonna work out
that's all you need right there, man. That's all you need right there. Right. He's a,
I got a free throw.
come on with it.
I did that right. Okay. Okay. Look. I know I got a shot. What it is just behind the video lags a little bit behind the actual line.
That one they never stop. The actual hit, they never stop.
Okay.
And I pulled it up.
Okay, here we go. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 14. And okay. 1 Corinthians 14 and 5. It says, I would that ye all speak with tongues, meaning speaking in the Hebrew, understanding in Hebrew, because y'all about you know shots name was in the Hebrew. But rather that ye prophesied. Y'all get that?
Yeah.
Prophesied, right? It's all about the what? Prophecy. Coming to pass. Because that's what's going to point the picture in the time frame in which Israel is going to be delivered, which means our Lord coming back to deliver our ass. Point blank. Yeah. So you want to put the Lord on hold for you to perfect how to talk Hebrew?
Now we can wait.
We can wait. We're going to get it while we can. Come on, but we're going to focus on the main prize, though.
Yeah, because if I can't, everything that you just said, Elder, let me just say the last thing that you just said, the last 60 seconds of your speech. If that was in Elisha for God, who the hell are you going to wake up?
Nobody going to even know. Says, I would that ye all speak the tongue, but rather that ye prophesy.
What?
But greater is he that prophesied than he that speaketh with tongues.
Come on, man. And at the beginning of the video, it was emphasized with quotation marks that we are in the focus is prophecy, man. That's it.
Yeah. So it says, except he interpret, meaning to break it down. Okay?
Right.
So we can give a damn about how the video part is. If nobody understand and interpret those scriptures coming out and those prophecies coming out, it means nothing.
Hey, and on the way to interpret the scriptures, you have to be what? You have to be taught by a man. What's that scripture? Acts 8. Okay, it's a lot. Let's get it real quick.
Yeah.
Acts 8. All right, going to
That's not talking about
it is Acts 8.
All right.
Oh yeah, that is
Acts 8 and 30. All right, whichever one of y'all break it down, I'm gonna read it. Okay, I'm gonna start at 27. And he rose and went, and behold, a man of Ethiopia, a eunuch of great authority under Candace, queen of Ethiopians, who had the charge of all her treasure and had come to Jerusalem for worship. All right, was returning and sitting in his chariot reading Isaiah the prophet. It says Isaiah, but it's talking about the book of Isaiah. All right. The spirit said unto Philip, go near and join thyself to his chariot. And Philip ran thither to him and heard him.
Not right there. And going and join himself into the chariot. So if you're out there on the highways and byways and you're hearing this word, or you're on the comment board listening, go join yourself to this chariot. Okay, the chariot is within the body right here, man. We believe that according to faith, man. Okay, and it's gonna turn into physical. This is the chariot right here.
Red him,
Okay?
red not.
Go ahead, Al.
And Philip ran thither to him and heard him read the prophet Isaiah and said, understandest thou what thou readest?
Are you understanding what you're reading? Yeah, closer. Getting closer to contact with the brothers. Okay? If you we have certain chat rooms where we have the
really it's
Tiller. All right?
That's what it is. It's Tiller. That's what it says. Ran Tiller to him.
Yep. We have these chat rooms where brothers come in. We have the brothers who've been in for a certain amount of years. We have the young lions camp, okay? So where brothers in, okay, not putting, you know what I'm saying, in the ministry, but they'll go with the roots, get rooted.
Yeah, it's
okay,
levels,
get built.
it's levels to this.
Yeah, it's levels.
Just like brothers in my class, man. We got brothers levels above us that we strive to reach. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Everybody is you gonna forever be in growing, man. Growing.
Yes.
Man. I'm still a baby. I came in 2008. It's 2021, and I'm still a motherfucking baby. So how much more are you if you came in after that? I'm still considered a fucking baby. I still feel like a youngin' in this thing, man. I'm telling you. I feel like you. I feel like a baby, bro. You know? Because the more you know, the more you learn and realize that you don't fucking know. That's the crazy thing about truth.
And even the brothers that's on that meat and potatoes, when we get more in the kingdom, we still got more wisdom and knowledge to learn. We're gonna be babies in the fucking kingdom.
You hear what I said? Keep me out, and you relate. Loud and fucking. The more you know, the more you realize you don't know. Now let that sink in.
Wisdom and knowledge is infinite. It's infinite. We always gonna be learning.
Always gonna be what?
Learning.
Let me finish off on that, on like the old motherfucker say. On that note, let me finish off. And he said, how can I, except some man should guide me? And he desired Philip that he would come up and sit with him.
Right. But you have to be guided in the right way. A lot of these dudes who call themselves Israelites, you're not fucking Israelites, you niggas. You know, but niggas, man. Yeah. You're not being guided right at all. You have to be guided by
You're not spiritual.
Not spiritually Israelites, man.
Just of the flesh.
Yeah, you just put on the fucking garment and with a nigga attitude, man. Yeah, okay? From your own ideology, man. Not according to the scriptures.
And let's be real, bro. Like when I first started watching the Hebrew Israelites, like now that I'm in and I understand the scriptures, the people that I was looking at was fucking clown shows. Like real talk. It entertains me.
I'm gonna tell you why, because we come from a Christian dome perspective. So we want the most passive, politically correct Israelites that we can find. At that stage, you don't want the radical ones. Because by then, Christianity that psychologically makes you feel like being radical is off. Hate is off. Curse or being socially unaccepted is off. So you're going to look for the most politically and socially accepted way to become a Hebrew Israelite. So with that mindset, how the fuck do you think GMS gonna look to y'all? Like a bunch of criminals. Somebody that's looking for Hebrew Christians gonna look at GMS like a bunch of criminals. That's just what it is.
And not just that. I'm talking about the theatrics. What you got in your pocket? It's in your pocket, white man. Get on your goddamn knee and kiss my motherfucking feet. Like, when do you get deep though? When does it stop from like it's an attraction show? When you go to a motherfucking to a fair, you looking at attractions. GMS is not an attraction, all right? Motherfucker come up to us, we gonna get on their ass. We're gonna get them right with the scriptures. But all of that, like that showmanship, we have spiritual, man. We have spiritual. I'm really talking about him and another guy with the gold tooth up there. Like they characters. I ain't gonna lie. And they all when it comes to a lot of scriptures, that make them even more characters. But that old You know what I mean? That animation.
Yeah,
Man,
I know
get that shit out of here, man.
Like, matter of fact, you brothers that been around, they used to call that dude up there in New York, and I knew this dude was a fucking clown from day one. They used to call him the general. Y'all go up and tell you that. I said, man, that dude a clown, bro. That dude a character. Just like basically what the brother just described is the epitome of for you brothers that been in GMS around and know who the general is. That guy, that nigga was a fucking. I was all that extra animated ass shit.
Yeah,
I'm like, man, this dude acting like he in a movie or something.
Yes,
This nigga act like it's all about him. Look at him. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. But just bagging them up though. We had guys like that was just all. We had a guy in our camp. The nigga dead and gone. We used to call this nigga Pimp C because this nigga used to try to talk and act like he was a pimp. This dude even made a fucking garment icon like a pimp wears. He turned the bitch to a robe. Y'all know how we wear the regular garment? Yes! Man, Elder Yashawamba, y'all know.
Oh, man, bro. Oh, I heard it all. I heard it all. Shit. Man, I see why you're in the spirit world right now.
Boy, y'all still be wearing that bitch, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. You know what I'm talking about, Sequoia. Y'all be thugging that bitch. I be like, oh, and we be seeing y'all wearing it, we be laughing. We be like, man, that's that motherfucker what? But he made that bitch because he was trying to be Dolomite. He was trying to be like he was trying to be like a pimp. He wanted that pimp feel. He used to call himself like you got the emperor, the pimperer. So this guy was a character. The first guy said the general. He thought he was Apostle Hall. You know, like when you come, bro, stay in your fucking lane. Just, bro, Yahweh Shai, he's the only person who wanted to touch the earth. So you don't have to come in trying to act perfect, trying to be something that you're not. Yahweh Shai did that already. The scriptures already told you your righteousness is as an unclean fucking rag, a filthy fucking rag, man. So stop it. Knock it off.
All right, the elder sent me to another one, man. He sent me to another one, like real shit, man. When you come into this thing, you have to come in as a baby. I've never in my fucking natural life saw a proud ass baby. I never saw a baby saying, you're wiping me wrong, mixing my milk together right. That's why the Lord likens it, because a baby is accepting of whatever you do for a baby is going to be, it's going to be accepted and it's not going to question. That's what it is. It's not going to question shit. It's going to be, okay, all right. Matter of fact, I'm going to copy off you. Yeah. And if I'm wrong, hey, fuck it, I got it from you. Yeah. If I'm right, I got it from you. First
and back you up. Like you were saying earlier, we were looking at these other entry-level camps out here and everything like that. When we got over here, the Great Millstone, it was bullseye. Okay, everything else was put on the back burner, man. Now we push it forward. Go ahead,
when you first come in, this is how you gotta be. And it's not the actual scripture I was looking for, but it'll do. 1 Peter 2:2. As newborn babies, desire the sincere milk of the word that ye may grow thereby. All right, now that applies to what we're talking about. That's not the one I was looking for. The one I was looking for was saying it's something along the lines of you have, in order to be born again, you have to be able to come as a newborn baby. I get it, but desiring this is fine. But but when you come in, you do have to desire this. What the fuck you look like breaking down Daniel's 11, and you don't even know how to fucking break down no, let's just get real milky. Because
this man, you can't even explain it.
All right, something like that, you feel me? So, something like that.
Who's the wicked upon earth?
Right. I can break down Daniel's 11. All right. Take me back to history. Take me back to Israelite history. All right. Why can't I eat pork? Where do I find that in the scriptures? I know it's in there. I can't tell you the exact chapter and verse, but it's in there. We ain't supposed to eat pork. That's right. Eat pork. The Levitical laws. That's milk. There's no way you should be knowing, breaking down all of these extravagant, you know what I'm saying, meaty, I ain't gotta say extravagant, basic meaty scriptures without dealing with the milk. And that's how you actually have to come in as your mind frame. When you come into brothers that's over you, you look at him and you give him the same respect that you give your fucking boss at work. You give him the same respect you give your big brother. Or you can even say your father. Like our elder is not our father figure. Elder Apostle Tahar will be our father figure. But our elder is our fucking big brother. Big. You heard me?
That's in the scriptures, right? It says you have an elder and treat him as you would a father.
You know me?
Yeah, it take and that's what they, and that's in the book of Titus. Said, servants, be obedient to your master. Who your master? The elders, like Elder Zaki right here.
Well,
Okay.
hey, I stand corrected.
Hey,
Like it. Even like I was saying, Elder Apostle be our father figure. Hey, I stand corrected. The head of our camp will be like it's our father figure, man. It's what teaching.
Father figure, all that is like, Pops, I want to learn how to fish. All right, come on. Teach me, Pops, I want to learn how to be a man. All right, come on. See, Pops, I don't want to be a pussy. I want to learn how to take a punch. Come on, I want to learn how to punch a nigga down. I'm just saying, you know, that's worldly shit.
Yeah.
So let's translate that to the spiritual realm. When you're dealing with the heads of the camp, these are the guys that the Lord chose for you to find out who you was, to give you the courage. You know what I'm saying? And I have elder brothers that I reference like that. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't on no worship ass and shit. We just on what thus says the Bible says.
Thus said what? The Bible. Hey, look, I come across some shit that I don't understand. Hey, and that's just the way we talk. We don't clean it up amongst one another because we know how we come. That's just the way we talk. When I say shit, I'm not talking about the Bible. That's just the way we talk, all right? But when I come across something meaty, I hit up the elder. That brother be like, look, a good fucking 30 or 40 seconds worth of words. And I be like, that's it. They're hard, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, so I'd be like, hey, what scripture would I need to break this down to this down? I'm thinking he's gonna straight up give me an exact. Man, you could pick any scripture that's pertaining to this and this, any scripture pertaining to that and that, and then you go down here and you do it like that. I said, that's it out. Hey, that's it. You heard me?
Just read the verses down.
You said one time, bro. Like, man, boy, that's all that some shit pop with. I said something. We was all riding together.
I remember.
I remember.
I reminded me of my dad. My corner dad. I remember that. I got you.
All it is just teaching. Just teaching, man. That's it. Our
Okay.
Father is in this world, being a Hebrew Israelite, your teacher is your father, not your mama. We don't, now don't get it twisted. The man is the head of the household, man. Period. America is the reason why y'all kiss their woman's ass and just act like your fucking daddy ain't have nothing to do with it. Credits to Apostle, Elder Apostle Gopar. Because he did that video on how a lot of Jakes is affected by this matriarch. And we can talk a lot of times your mama be talking through you and you on that fuck your daddy mentality. And that's just that bullshit that was instilled in you. At the end of the day, our teachers, original teachers, it's supposed to be our father. Let's say it that way. Supposed to be our father. Y'all got it.
Hey, back and all that about, sum it up. If you watch the movie Boys in the Hood, with Trey and his daddy, they went on a trip and they went fishing. Okay? And on that fishing trip, the daddy asked the son, he said, what do you know about sex? And the son said, I take a girl, stick my thing in her, and 9 months later a baby come out. Okay? But the father backed him up and said, yeah, any fool can make a furious. Say any fool can make a baby, but it takes a man to take care of one. So when it's true, okay, you come in, you get the sincere milk, okay? You walking into that elder that's teaching you, right? Where all these fucking doorsteps, man. Don't get into the mindset of I'm learning a little bit.
That's what he doing. You wearing him out. He wearing his teacher's doorstep out.
Exactly.
He putting his teacher on hold. Hold on, Shalom, Maki, how about well, look, let me finish hollering at the elder right quick. I can meet you right. Everybody wearing somebody's doorstep out, man. Okay? We're all wearing another man of the Lord. Our stuff out, man. All of us. That's the reason why we're so fucking sharp.
That's right.
Iron sharpens iron. One man of the Lord, sharp man of the Lord, sharpen him, another sharp man of the Lord.
Hey, freely given, freely you should give, man. Right. Hey, I'm not finished. I still got some more. All right. If so be ye have tasted that the Lord is gracious, to whom coming as unto a living stone, disallowed indeed of men, but chosen of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua and precious. So, your brothers, your elders were chosen and set up by Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, and he looks at them as precious. You understand? So, play your role. Let them play their role. Be a body and try to move the motherfuckers out of America, man. He also, as lively stones, are built up a spiritual house, and that spiritual house has something called order. You have a doorman, you have somebody that's in the master bedroom, you have somebody in the kitchen, in the bathroom. It's order, and you have to understand that order in order to become a part of that house. All right, a house does not need 3 kitchens.
What is a king that doesn't know order?
He's not a king,
Exactly.
Because a king, you have to understand what was put into a king.
He's just another nigga in the fucking Paris that ain't go to some goddamn.
The king establishes order in the realm.
Because he's all about
Order. Because the king is born, is put in him from day one, man. A king's education is way tougher than a normal person.
How did he become king? Huh?
Yeah, order.
By killing wars to establish what? Order, that I am the king, and what I say is go. Point blank. Or else.
And I want this kingdom to run smoothly. You know what I'm saying?
And
I want.
And this how I want it to run smoothly. I want this done, that done, and that becomes the laws.
Command.
The Constitution.
That's right. That's right. And we are in the early stages of solidifying our kingdom again, and the Lord has risen up these stones, and they are one building. It's the third temple, man. All right, and when the Lord comes back, I know y'all got some. I keep on. When the Lord come back, these stones in this building, which you know are people, which are men, they're gonna know how to be rulers. They're gonna know how to be kings. All that worldly shit is gone. All right, it is what it is. When you, the Bible teaching us over here how to cut off emotional ties. That's my son. The Lord, like, I don't give a fuck. That's my daughter. The Lord, I don't give a fuck. The Lord, that's my grandmother. The Lord, I don't give a fuck. And he gives us actual examples of the Bible. Because his mama came up with the same thing, and he was in the same spirit. So he's teaching us how to be not so much your personal connections and your personal relationships don't matter. Like the other say, it's all about the laws.
Put it like this, Doc.
man.
Yeah, and let's say a brother got a nice ass car. I don't give a fuck how much you love that car. At the end of the day, that's that brother's car. Like you say, Pop, that's my mama. Pops, that's my sister, my brother, my father. Like, Yahweh, like, I don't give a fuck. You love him like a brother, a father, this and that, all the childhood memories.
That's right. That's right.
So in a situation like that, I feel you, brother. Hey, thank you for the compliment. You know, but it's fine. All right, you'll be all right. You salute your brother. We get the keys, and I'm about to go on back home. That brother take that car back home. You might be longing like, damn, you know. That's that brother's vehicle. We belong to Yahweh Bashir Yahushua. You don't give a fuck about your goddamn opinions and your worldly connections, emotional connections to these worldly motherfuckers, man.
They say eat your feelings.
Yeah, you got it.
Y'all your fucking feelings. The most high, y'all don't give a fuck about your feelings, your emotional side. All right? God, he'll kill you. All right? It's Jeremiah, straight up. Jeremiah 3, verse 14 and 15. It says, turn, O backsliding children, saith the Lord, for I am married unto you. Okay, so this is a marriage, a bond, a covenant. Okay? Putting off that old man like the brother was going into, man. The cares and affairs of this life. I don't give a shit about that, man. You know what I have in store for you? I've been set up through my father already. Now I'm getting y'all set up already, spiritually, to get y'all mind right. So it all starts now. So when you enter the kingdom of heaven, you automatically transition into it already. Okay? So it says, and I will take you one of a city and two of a family, and I will bring you to Zion. Here we go. And I will give you pastors according to mine heart. Now, a nigga can go out there and find any of these wicked pastors out there on the streets, okay, and talk with them. I'm going to feed them with the right knowledge, not the sound doctrine. Okay? He says, I will give you pastors. What? According to mine heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. So we're going to get fed with the knowledge and understanding of the real truth. Okay? Those three lyrics found in Revelation 14th chapter. All right? That's all I have.
I got a quick question. Go ahead, y'all. I'll go after y'all.
Luke 9 and start at 59, and he said unto another, follow me. But he said, Lord, suffer me first to go and bury my father. Yahushua said unto him, let the dead bury their dead, but go down and preach the kingdom of Yahweh. Like, that's the mindset you gotta have ultimately, man. If you lose your family, some shit like this happens, even on this side, family member like that, you gotta still be focused on the gospel. You gotta be focused on the life to come, man. If you're gonna get your father back, you're gonna get your mother back as your children, but you're gonna get all that back. It says, hundredfold.
If Job could get all of his stuff back without a spiritual body, what you think we're going to be able to do with spiritual bodies and being heirs of Yahweh, heirs with Yahweh Yahushua?
It says, and another also said, Lord, I will follow thee, but let me first go bid them farewell, which are at my house. So he basically put the Lord on
the back burner.
I got to go do something right there.
Lot first. That's Lot's wife.
And Yahushua said,
hey, that's a lukewarm ass nigga like that, man. If you put anything before you, you not remember your first love, you put your Yahushua on the back burner. And the brother finna read what's gonna happen. Go ahead.
And Yahushua said unto him, no man having put his hand on the hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom of Yahweh.
Oh,
so ain't no turning back.
Hey, man, come on, man.
No turning back.
I seen somebody today in Walmart that did.
God
Damn,
yeah.
I ain't know.
Yeah, really,
Yeah, with that, yeah. You
Damn,
know real.
You know what I'm saying? Put his hands to the plow and turn his ass back.
Come on,
He said, I'm done.
No double
he said he just finished that.
Man, I posted it.
Yeah,
I screenshot this.
When he was like, I'm done,
That was your words.
I screenshot it.
Yeah, I know.
Put it in the WhatsApp for the Bible. Yeah. So, we witnessed this.
No man having put his hand to the plow, and you
Well, I ain't never seen Jake flat out come out and say, I'm done.
That's crazy.
Most of the time, Jake is fucking off until he get kicked out. Until some dumb shit and get kicked out. Zeke? And I don't even want to call him. I'm going to say, what's his name? What the other one was? Shannon. Shannon, bro. Yeah. Those are the only two guys I ever seen that just said, I quit. Man, I'm going to watch the hell out of me. I quit. He said, this little nigga quit the truth in a Russian woman. He called himself saluting his way out. Saluting your way out. Man, bro.
And looking back is fit for the kingdom of Yahweh.
You read that again?
And I got a precept after that.
Luke 9 and 62. Yahushua said unto him, no man having put his hand to the plow.
Now, what does that mean when it says put your hand to the plow? Not to get down for yourself. What does that mean to put your hand to the plow?
Come on, you're bringing it out. Telling the people who they are.
What do you do with a plow?
Work.
You labor.
Back to the 20th
Get in there. Get your ass in there. You get in there with that motherfucking plow.
You in the vineyard. Yeah. Right,
okay? You get that motherfucking plow shell, you
till the grave.
You out here on the highways and byways, shit. Uploading videos at home, uploading videos, edifying the elect. That's what the plow is. You did that. You did videos. You made that step on the other side.
It was a bright burning fire too, bright as a bitch.
At first.
A fast horse don't run long. I ain't giving nobody no credit. I'm just speaking. You know, that was a bright light. Oh, man, let me
Gas up.
let me step up. Come on, man.
Time, boy.
At first. But then again,
Full time off.
okay, you put your hand to the plow and what?
And looking back,
Then you look back.
Ooh.
That's what the problem came in.
That's right, man.
You was tired.
Ooh.
The spirit, this truth, wore your ass out. You wanted to go back into the world. You wanted to go entertain debate. You want to go get that GMO ass pussy.
Jesus says, compared to me, loving this present world.
They wanted that McDonald's land meat.
See, me and lose their wits.
Taking McDonald's.
They wanted that McDonald's land. So the Lord gave you that McDonald's land. He gave you all the McDonald's land you can eat.
I just don't want no more.
Hey, when say McDonald's, say, we'll make you smile.
Yeah. But the key word says you're not fit for the kingdom.
That's the key thing. That's the key thing.
So you have did what the Lord gave us the clues to watch guys, and this how y'all can know if they're fit for the kingdom or they're not. But you did one of those things to let the men of the Lord know. Show us the screen. The Lord stand on that.
Yeah.
Let them
See that on the screen, huh?
Yeah. The Lord stand on that. 144. Yeah, man. You did one of the signs to let them know, hey man, he ain't fit for the kingdom, bro. Go ahead.
it's
You're gonna come back, but you're gonna come back, in them diapers, man. You know?
it's fit for the kingdom of your house.
Now, if you repent, and all that good stuff like that, repent, do what you're supposed to do, stuff like that. Hey, we not the Lord.
Yeah, we can't judge it. We can't judge your salvation.
I got one better than that.
Yeah.
This is not even our motherfucking program. We're just a part of the program, just like your black ass. That's why you see us doing what we're doing in hopes still that we fucking get saved, man.
Keyword hope.
They talking about he done. We didn't even get started yet.
We got work to do.
We didn't even get started yet. Your ass done.
Real.
Go ahead. We got work to
We got
do.
work to do.
Have a song. I don't know why
I got work to do.
Yeah. I got work to do.
Lead
Yeah,
it.
man. Go ahead.
All right, we're gonna take it out on this. In Revelation 21, I'm gonna go to the last scripture, but Revelation 21 is talking about the kingdom. Just so you guys know, we're gonna break it down. They're gonna give it to you anyway. Revelation 21 and 27.
Yeah, I got it.
21 and 27. And there shall in no wise enter into it anything that defileth, neither whatsoever work of abomination or make of a lie, but they which are written.
These are people. These are people that do these things.
Let me read it again, Elder.
Okay? Then what it say? Hate the sin, not the sinner.
Shit.
These are people that's doing
These
this.
are people, right? And there shall in no wise enter into it. They talk about the kingdom that defileth
A person,
a person, neither whatsoever work of abomination
a person,
or make of a lie.
Jake. I'm gonna say Jake and Jake.
Hey, because a sin is an action. Action
Yeah,
cannot do
it's a
anything.
verb.
This is talking about a noun.
Right, bro.
But they which are written in the Lamb's book of life. These are two different groups of people.
No guile found in their
Y'all
mouth,
got it.
man. Okay? This is about no guile found in their mouth, meaning what's no wickedness, no abominable things. The word abomination goes back to what? Something that's despicable, something filthy, something nasty. In your whole box, you now shine eyes, man. That's right. Like the elder was saying, or what it said, or the Christian church says, or the Most High hated
Hate the sinner,
that's
not
bullshit,
hate the sin, not the sinner.
Yes, Scripture says in Sirach 12 and 6, for the Most High hated sinners.
Hey, hate the gun, not the shooter.
Fuck. The Most
Hate
High
the gun. Even though he shot you, it was the actual gun that you're supposed to hate. Get the fuck out of here, man. You got to commit the sin.
Right.
Just like you got to commit the murder. It ain't got shit to do with the sin or the object that you do it with. Nigga, you the motherfucking one that's doing it.
I know we're about to close out, but I just don't understand how we get as a people. I understand spiritually. But when you try to figure these things out, bro, it's just like, what the fuck? You have the whole Bible. You can open this blessed book up from page to page And there's nowhere in there that comes close to saying, I hate the sinner. I mean, I hate the sin and not the sinner. Man, the Bible talks about people. He talks about names. He called them by names. You know how we got this new thing going on in the world?
Everybody I know the Lord slaughtered was a sinner.
Yeah. He didn't slaughter the sin. He slaughtered the motherfucker that was committing the sin.
How can you slaughter an action?
You have to look. Listen. Let me say this. Why you Negroes were slaughtered? Because you sinned against Yahweh. I know how to make it.
What did Peter tell Ananias? Why did you let Satan come and pervert you? He told Ananias, and then he told Ananias and Sapphira.
Yeah.
He told him, look, since you lied, you're about to die.
Well, how come they see they didn't die? Well, look, I got you. Before we about to close out, I'm gonna give them an example that they can understand. So you telling me that the Lord hates the sin and not the sinner, all right? So we shouldn't be judged. Everybody should walk into the fucking kingdom, right? It don't work like that. If the Lord feels like that, this is a Christian country. If you go blow somebody's fucking head off, somebody call 911, is the police gonna come pick up the gun and take the gun to jail and tell you, hey man, we got the gun. You safe from here on out. Just try to stay away from these guns because they're dangerous, man. They make you kill people.
And all.
Taking your ass. Your ass going to jail. You by yourself. Hey, this is Rock 12 and 6. It says, for the Most High hated sinners.
Yeah, hey.
What? That cuts you fucking
No,
Christian church
that
right
come
now.
out the apocryphal. That ain't real.
Bullshit. This is the truth. Okay? It says, for the Most High hated sinners and will repay vengeance unto the ungodly for your sins. He put the sin upon you to commit the sin. It's what an action. The noun is what a person, place, or a thing.
Right.
And the verb takes action for you to do these type of things. All right? And it's a reward for that. And keeping them against the and keeping them.
The noun is the first place of thing.
Yeah.
The adjective describes the person, place, or thing. The verb is the action. And verb describes the action. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Esau, Esau, where my biscuit is?
Can't fuck with us, man.
My scholarship.
My brother, he said, Esau.
Esau said, we're making a bullet for you, motherfucker, not a biscuit.
Right, bro.
That's how niggas do. Niggas say that.
Yeah.
They funny. They say that for the white boy to come on.
You ain't the average nigga I know.
They about to bust it up when you get there.
Ready to kill the Undertaker.
They show Esau his whole, all his secrets.
Yeah. And keeping them, so you've been preserved. Okay? You've been preserved, like you have a parking spot that you have preserved. Okay? And keeping them against the mighty day of their punishment. Okay? Because the Most High had certain depths set forth for you tribes, man. All y'all not gonna die the same way. Some go die by the sword, some go die by the famine, some go die in these race wars, nuclear fire, and you're gonna get ultimately if you somehow escape all that, Yahweh Shai himself gonna get you, according to Isaiah 66:15. Got a cake baked for you, nigga.
Hey,
all right?
Let me just say something real quick before you go. This brother just said the wicked is preserved. Said that, right?
Right.
To what?
Yeah.
The day of what?
For the day of the Lord's judgment.
So the Lord will intervene, you getting shot in your head. He will intervene and protect you from getting into a car crash. He will intervene and keep that hair on, that fentanyl out of your hair on. He will intervene and make sure that nothing happens to you until you go into Jacob's trouble and you taste those scourges. Yeah. So the issues of death belong to him, but it's just amazing how he will preserve you. He'll deliver you from certain deaths because he wants you to ultimately
That's
have
an issue of death. How you die, how your death is determined, is the issue of death.
That's right. And it's just amazing, man. Because I hear a lot of Christians, they'll come out and be like, well, he delivered me from this and he delivered me from that. Well, he delivered you from that to deliver you to this, man.
Right. I'm preserve you for this.
Right.
Okay? So with that, hope the video was edifying. We tie in the secular history and filter through the scriptures. Tying the prophecy in with the news of the prophecy, tying it in with the Bible. Okay? Facing the east, we're going to give all infinite honor and glory and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Harakakadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of great millstone who rule and teach well. Peace and blessings say taken to the elect men who push this truth brought before the of the earth. Abba, Shalom, Shalom, Afiyan.
The next time. Lord willing, this is the last time.